Hello, welcome to the Alamo Master Arborist channel. Today's video I'll be talking about how to become a certified arborist, what are the requirements, and what are the potential careers you can get out of becoming a certified arborist. If you've ever visited my channel, real quickly, I am a board certified master arborist, utility specialist, urban forestry professional. I'm also not just a certified arborist, I'm a registered consulting arborist. And I have other qualifications and licenses within the state that I work in, but a lot of different kinds of work. I work primarily in utility work. I also do tree risk assessments, plant health care assessments, site surveying, preservation, land development, review, plant development reviews. I also do work with municipalities, and I also do things like installation or review installation practices, soil testings. I'm also getting into oak growth injections. How to become a certified arborist. You need to at least demonstrate in your work history that you have 3 years of tree experience, whether it's in landscaping, whether it's groundwork, or you've been climbing, or you've been planting trees. And this all ties into whether or not you're able to demonstrate it by, they give you a form to put the signatures on for previous employers. You get all the information that you need for that. You submit it. You create an account with ISA, International Society of Arboriculture, .org. You make an account with them. You submit the paperwork. They allow you to enroll in the exam, and you can take it either paper, or which is scheduled events, or you can take a computer-based exam. The computer-based exam costs a little bit more. I believe the test ranges around $300, give or take, dollars to take it. And a computer exam, I believe it's an extra $100 or $125. And then once you've taken that exam and you pass it, and it does vary depending on the pass. I believe right now you have to make a 72 to pass it. I believe there is a passing rate, though it does vary every now and then. I believe when I took it, I had to make an 84. Depending on how many people are passing is what they grade. And then the 7 different things that they test for, you have tree biology, tree identification and selection, soil management, so you talk about soil amendments, soil testing, soil sciences, installation and establishment, that's obviously planting trees, pruning, proper pruning techniques, potential rigging, diagnosis and treatment methods, trees in construction, I guess that would be prioritized to tree preservation, and then tree risk assessment. And the diagnostic part of the test, you will have to know abiotic and biotic potential disorders and how to solve the plant health care. There is a safety component I would definitely mention in there that has to deal with rigging and potentially climbing issues, operating machinery like chippers. There's required PPE that the workers have to wear. These are all things that you have to be aware of and that you'll potentially be tested on. Some of the books that are used in this exam are the ANSI safety guidelines, and also best management practices. Those are 2 sources that you should look for safety and pruning requirements as industrial standards. And these are all important in terms of taking the exam. I would also say that it's good to look into taking practice exams. There's tons of material out there for prep courses. I believe a good shout out to Georgia, ISA Georgia. Texas chapter has tons of material out there. There's other divisions of the ISA chapter that have review material. It's prep courses that are recorded. With tons of material out there. Quizlet has a lot of good sample questions, and but there's tons of material out there, books. There's to prepare for the exam. I would say as you go up from being a certified arborist, and you go into utility and potentially board certified master arborist, there's less and less material as you go up and up. But take advantage if you are trying to become a certified arborist. There's tons of materials to look up and tons of resources to look into. And the best way I found to prepare for an exam like that is to take a practice exam and then kind of see where it is you gauge in terms of what subjects you're lacking on and what subjects that you could build on, and then base your study program on that. For instance, if you climb and you're familiar with rigging and ropes and safety techniques, safety practices, then you probably don't really need to work on pruning or study pruning or safety for rigging. What you probably need to work on is probably tree installation or tree biology. Those may be a bigger obstacle for you than climbing or rigging, and then vice versa. If you're doing planting and installation and working with the soil sciences and making soil amendments, then you probably want to get into study tree climbing and rigging and proper climbing techniques and safety required in terms of pruning. So these are all things to consider whenever you're doing when you're studying for the exam. If you have any questions about this material or you want to reach out, feel free to contact me. There'll be a link in the video at the end of the video, or you can just click in the comments. There should be more information there. Thank you guys, and you guys have a great day.